When I was asked to speak at this spectacular event, I stared at the fire in my wood-burning stove for about an hour. Breaking barriers echoed through my head. I thought, breaking barriers? I'm not sure that I have anything interesting to share. What barriers have I broken? I've never broken a record. I've never even broken a bone. People like Rosa Parks or Orville Wright, they break barriers. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pat Crater, Director of Student Activities for the Unionville-Chadds Ford School District. I absolutely love my job, and don't get me wrong, I am very proud of the trailblazing work that we do in this district. I'm actually reading a book right now. It's called You Are Not Special, and it was given to me by one of my mentors. I was stuck for weeks trying to come up with something for this evening's talk. The pressure mounted. Those endless mental loops were revolving in my head. What if I embarrass myself? What if I forget my lines? What if I let down our students who worked so hard to put this evening together? And then it hit me. I wasn't just thinking about breaking barriers, I was living it. The very act of preparing for this presentation was a barrier in itself. The barrier wasn't some external force, it was one that I'd been building in my own mind. It is true that we break barriers every day. We might not be breaking rushing records like Saquon Barkley or breaking billboards like Taylor Swift, but our everyday barriers, the ones that we often dismiss, the ones that get in the way of our everyday goals and our hopes and dreams, are very real. So let's talk about those everyday barriers. For students, it's not just the pressure to get good grades. It's the fear of that blank exam paper staring back at you. It's the feeling of being called on in class when you don't know the answer. It's the anxiety of presenting a project that you poured your heart into. It's the constant worry of finding your place in the social maze and the constant worry of being judged by every like and comment on social media. For parents, it's the relentless juggling act. It's the pressure to excel at work while also being present and supportive at home. It's the guilt when you're not able to spend time with your children. It's the exhaustion of worrying about everybody's needs but your own. It's the late night worry that your kids are happy and safe. And for all of us, it's the constant barrage of notifications. It's the constant barrage of notifications that get in our way. It's the endless to-do list that never seem to shrink. It's the feeling of being overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information that's coming at us. It's the struggle to find time for ourselves, to pursue our passions, and to simply slow down. So, breaking the everyday barriers. I'm feeling pretty good about my topic. But now I gotta write the speech, and then I gotta try to remember it. So the barrier is building once again. So the first thing I did was I asked my wife for help. She's an amazing person. She's a teacher, she was an English major, and she's been supporting me through every barrier in my adult life. She's here this evening with my 2 kids, supporting me once again. I would encourage everybody, when confronted with any challenge, whatever it may be, to ask for help and lean on your loved ones. Admittedly, I also asked my friend Gemini for a little bit of help. But an even better place to generate ideas, to think clearly, and to be inspired is outside. I went for a walk several times when practicing and preparing for this talk, and that helped me to think clearly and with creativity. So get outside and go for a walk. And if you don't like walking, then go for a jog, or ride your bike, or throw a football with your son. Hop in a kayak, or go fishing, or sit outside at a coffee shop. You know, the Wright brothers, they were finally successful because they spent a great deal of time outside studying the acute observations of birds. Sometimes the best ideas are found in the most unexpected places, and oftentimes they're outside, waiting for you. We all know that the world is moving way too fast. It's okay to slow down. When I was working on my presentation and staring at the Google Doc and stuck out of ideas, I simply closed my laptop and I looked up. I looked up. It's important that we put down our devices and look up. Look up at all the beautiful things around us. Look up at the sky. Look up at the trees. Look up at the horse farms. Look up at all the beautiful things around us that allow us to slow down. At my old house in Havertown, we had a few visitors who would come and visit us often. Unfortunately, when they visited, they were only able to stay for a few minutes, a short while, but we sure did love having them around. Their names are Michael and Eliza. Michael and Eliza are two ducks. They were named by my kids, and they love to come and hang out in our creek. And I have some of the best memories of my kids running outside, so excited, huge smiles on their face, just to go out and feed Michael and Eliza. Those are some of the best memories that we would have missed if we weren't looking up. So it's okay to slow down and remember to look up. Of course, that requires good time management skills and an unwillingness to procrastinate. The reality is that there are deadlines and expectations and setbacks along the way. There are barriers that are big and strong and sturdy, but it's important that we never give up. Never give up. Work hard and be resolute. It's amazing how powerful these three words are. You got this. Tell yourself, you got this. I actually did it before I came up on stage this evening. I was talking to myself. I told myself, you got this. It's amazing how powerful those words are. Mr. Delgado, before everybody came up on stage, he gave everyone a fist bump and said, you got this. This ring here was given to my family by somebody that we love very much and somebody who believes in us. You might not be able to see it, but it says, you got this. You know, it's easy to believe in others and tell other people that they got this, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is believe it in ourselves. This ring is a reminder that we can overcome anything. It's a symbol of encouragement, optimism, hope, and love. And when we're wearing it, it makes us feel brave and strong. You got this. Whether your barriers are big or small, whether your mission is Nobel Prize worthy or simply stuck on what to wear in the morning, perhaps some of these most simple and ordinary ideas can help. I wrestled with my closing. I thought about powerful quotes or historical figures, but nothing felt quite right. Again, I was battling that inner critic. I thought maybe I'll go with a quote. Maybe I'll share the advice of Winston Churchill. When you're going through hell, keep going. But I thought maybe I'll go with something different that doesn't align quite right. Maybe I'll look up Marcus Aurelius. I'm sure that he and the Stoics have something to say about breaking barriers. So I Googled it. Frustrated once again, I decided to close my laptop, look up, slow down, and I ended up in that same seat where I started this entire process, right in front of my beloved wood-burning stove. And I looked to my left, and there it was, that book, You Are Not Special. And believe it or not, that's where I found my inspiration. From David McCullough Jr., public school teacher and commencement speaker, now author, who shares, you are not special because we are all special. To me, what that means is that we are all ordinary and extraordinary. We all face challenges, we all have doubts, and we all struggle with those everyday barriers. But that's what makes us special. That's what makes us strong and able to accomplish anything. That's what connects us, and that's what makes us human. Thank you.